People who don't like Tesla have said that the company had a terrible quarter, but these people don't see the big picture. It looks like Tesla is doing as well as expected, if not better. This could be the calm before the storm, with the storm being a possible 300% rise in Tesla's stock price. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe before we get there. While some analysts have said that Tesla's Q4 production and shipping numbers don't match what financial groups like Wall Street think, the company just recently released these numbers. The market was going down by 8%, but Tesla grew by 40% from one year to the next. This fits with what investor Brett Winton from Cathie Wood's ARK Invest says, who says that the car company's Q4 sales were not a miss. He thinks that electric vehicle EV sales will take over the car market in the next 5 years. By 2027, he thinks that about 60 million EVs will have been sold, with Tesla making up a big part of that number. Elon Musk's bad behavior was one reason why Tesla's stock price went down last year, but the company also had and still has problems with demand for its cars. Some investors think that Tesla is having trouble with demand because its EV prices have recently gone down, especially in China, which is a very important market. In the last 3 months of 2022, Tesla delivered 1.31 million cars, which was 40% more than the same time last year, and made 1.37 million cars, which was 47% more. Even with this growth, FactSet polled analysts and found that most thought Tesla would report deliveries of around 427,000 cars for the last quarter. A lot of people have said that it's becoming clearer that fewer people want to buy Tesla cars since the Q4 production and delivery numbers came out. Brett Winton of ARK Investment Management, on the other hand, says that Tesla's Q4 numbers are groundbreaking and not a miss. He also says that the stock price could go as high as $400 this year if production rates go up in the next few quarters. Even though production at the Shanghai Gigafactory went down, Tesla still had a record-breaking fourth quarter. This was true even though the company canceled the morning shift at the factory and let workers start their break early. Tesla's Gigafactory in Shanghai is its most productive place to make things. It has even become its main selling hub for markets around the world, especially in Asia and Europe. Any interruptions in production there would have had a big effect on Q4 results. New data from February, on the other hand, shows that the Gigafactory in Shanghai is still making an amazing 600,000 cars every year. Brett Winton thinks that Tesla's growth goal is based on production, not demand. This is true even though some people who want to buy an electric vehicle may be waiting for tax credits to arrive. Since Tesla has lowered its prices in a number of areas, buyers may find it cheaper to buy now than to wait for discounts. Deliveries of Tesla cars are only one indicator of how well the company is doing and should no longer be seen as the only sign of success. The bottom line can change based on things like the mix of vehicles, the price of sales, and the exchange rate. Winton says that Tesla is 3 to 4 years ahead of the competition in making the transition to electric vehicles. It will also keep lowering prices as it boosts production, releases new models, and comes up with new products. This will put the company in a position to sell all of its cars and other goods. Tesla is hoping to release a new car that will cost about half as much as the Model 3. However, the project has been pushed back and may not be ready for a few years. A lot of people are looking forward to this new platform because Musk said in 2018 that it would cost only half as much as the Model 3 and Model Y today. Musk has said that production volumes for this car will be much higher than those for the Model 3 and Model Y. This is because of production improvements like the Gigapress, which cast big parts of the car in a single piece. The release date has not been announced yet. Already, Tesla is getting ready for this. On March 1st, the company will hold a new investor day to talk about the new car platform. A Tesla news release says that on 2023 Investor Day, which will be aired live from the Gigafactory in Texas, investors will be able to see the company's most advanced production line and hear about its plans for future growth. The company also said they were talking about capital allocation, which could include a plan to buy back shares of stock that Musk first talked about in October. A Tesla bull named Brett Winton has said that new ideas give companies a big edge. He thinks that if Tesla can make an electric vehicle that is also cheap, it will change the market. Winton also pointed out links between past innovations and investments in developing markets. This makes it seem like Tesla has a bright future, which could increase demand and the stock price. He believes that making self-driving technology better will be very important for Tesla. Gary Black, a former Wall Street analyst who now supports Tesla, thinks that the stock price is too low right now. The present market turmoil has little to do with Tesla's business, but investors are understandably worried about how much demand there is for the company's goods. Price drops in several markets have made some people lose faith, but the company still has a long way to go before it reaches the heights that were hoped for. The company will report its financial data for the fourth quarter and the full year ending in December 2023 after the market closes on January 25th, 2023. Even though it's a good sign that Tesla will be making more cars in the coming months, it's also important to remember that the drop in demand may not be totally false. China is one of Tesla's biggest markets, but the company is expected to cut back on production there. Even with these problems, Tesla may soon be able to make more than 1 million cars a year at its plant in Shanghai. As its factories expand around the world, production rates could rise even more. Let's look at Tesla's Giga Shanghai. The factory is getting ready to ship cars to customers quickly now that production has started up again. The plant is full of delivery trucks and haulers. Many people were surprised by rumors of production stops last year, especially since Tesla pushed production at the end of the year. The company made it clear that these breaks were for minor repairs. During this time, workers were able to rest, and after the upgrades, Tesla went back to full output. Wua, a drone user who has been following Giga Shanghai's progress for years, has seen a big increase in production, which is likely to continue until the Chinese New Year break from January 20th to January 31st. Tesla wants to make the most of the working days in January, which is clear from how busy the plant is right now, where Model 3 and Model Y cars are being made. Haulers were seen waiting to load finished cars for delivery, which shows that the Gigafactory is producing a lot.